Welcome to this emergency update of this weekend where I'll be talking about 5 Grand Jan, the journey towards 5 grand by January, if that wasn't really explanatory in the title. But I'm also going to talk about a little knee update, kind of a specifically knee and 5 Grand Jan update is this week. Basically, if you didn't watch my podcast that I uploaded yesterday, kind of go a bit more in depth as to the specifics of why and what I'm exactly doing. You know, we're entrepreneurial business owner here on this channel, and it's booming. I just have a lot of work to do. So this video is just sit down, turn on the light, turn on the camera, lights, camera, action, talk. So I've been doing the knees over toes program for like 80 days, almost 3 months here. So maybe 2 weeks ago, something happened where I had been progressing like the whole time, right? And I lost my dog. So I was like chasing after her in the park. So it was a moment that I hadn't experienced before where I was like, just like using my body physically, right? Like running a lot and not even really not paying any attention to my knees at all. You know, even if I, up until that point, if I was like playing light pickup basketball game with my brothers or something, I would think about my movements kind of like all the time. But in this like primal chase through the woods, I was chasing my dog. I was running down hills. I was swimming in the pond. She jumped in the pond. But I was like thinking about I realized afterwards that I wasn't even thinking about my knees at all, and it was totally fine, and I felt kind of good afterwards, and something kind of clicked. I was like, oh, I can maybe like ramp up the activity with my knees, right? So a few weeks after that, I did a few like kettlebell workouts, which is like, I really like to do that for exercise. I haven't done it in a while because of my knees, you know, but I just like didn't recover after that like I had from the running from the dog. I've still kind of had the knee irritation after that, which is really frustrating. So to like remind you guys, the knee thing that I'm dealing with is called patellar friction syndrome, or like patellar fat pad inflammation. The fat pad that's underneath but the kneecap kind of gets inflamed and just kind of rubs against the inside of my knee when my knee moves. Sometimes, a lot of the time, I guess. It's not exactly pain, but it's just a kind of a weird irritation feeling, like my insides are touching. So it's just kind of weird, and obviously like it doesn't feel right, but it doesn't like hurt. So I can push myself to do activity. It doesn't stop me from activity, but it obviously doesn't feel normal. But anyway, that kind of like came back almost to the point that it was when I first ever started the knees over toes program after doing a couple kettlebell workouts. So that was kind of frustrating. So I was talking, the thing that's cool about the program, right, is you get like a coach that's assigned to you that you have a little DM chat with in the coaching app. And so I told him about this, and he basically was like, I wouldn't consider any knees fully bulletproofed until you've done the zero program and the standards program, which is like the zero program is the entry level one. It requires no equipment. It's basically just body weight stuff to kind of like build up the small muscles around your knees. So he says pretty much you have to be able to do everything in the zero program before he would recommend like doing other activity or progressing even to the next program. So basically that was kind of frustrating, but at the same time, like, I mean, I guess it makes sense. So kind of a setback, I guess, but also kind of a double down, keep doing everything in the program exactly how it says. And so that was like 4 or 5 days ago, and I've kind of done everything to a T this week, like the program said. Because the thing is, like, what I wanted to do with adding the kettlebell workouts back, right, was feel that like full body muscular exhausted feeling that you don't really feel doing standing calf raises and these little movements for your lower leg muscles, you know? So I kind of wanted just to like, that's the good feeling of working out, you know, like totally physically like going all out, right? So like that's what I want in my life, you know? So I guess I just have to do everything, including like the core stuff that they have in the app and the program there for that exertion, you know? So that's the update, I guess. A lot of you guys have commented on like my knee videos and said you are either in a similar place or have a different issue. So just want to give another update with that. I know it can be encouraging to hear other people's issues, I guess, to know you're not alone with that. So that's the update there. The other update that we're sharing in this video is 5 Grand Jan. That is the initiative that we are finishing out the year with. A couple weeks ago's video, I began the 5 Grand Jan challenge, which is basically I want to make 5 grand from my business, from everything that I'm working on before the new year, because I've got a little bit of credit card debt that I want to pay off, and I've got about $800 of monthly expenses that I just like need to make to pay minimums on like bills and stuff, student loans, car payment, insurance and stuff. So I rounded it off to 5 grand, and that's the challenge. That was 13 days ago that 5 Grand Jan began. And since then, through my YouTube video editing channel, managing freelance YouTube ads, affiliate links, all that stuff, my income in the last 13 days was $1,569. I feel pretty good about that. I've been grinding, been working hard. So divided by the number of days that took place over, that equals out to $121 a day is how much I'm making when averaged out, just like days total, not because like sometimes I work less on one day, more on another day, don't work on a Sunday and stuff like that. So every day averaged out $121 a day. So what I did, the math wizard that I am, I took the number of days until January 1st is 56 days multiplied by $121 a day. So stretched out, that equals, then this is not including the money I made already. In the 56 days until January 1st, I will, if I continue on that pace, make $6,776. So plus the $1,500 I made, got the calculator over here, that, if I continue on the pace I'm at right now, I will beat the 5 Grand Jan challenge by over $3,000. If I continue on the pace I am, exactly, probably like break for Christmas, right? Stuff like that. But if I continue on my pace of $121 a day, I will have made $8,345 by the conclusion of 5 Grand Jan. So, feeling pretty good about that. Yeah, I guess that's it. That's the update, dude. Yeah, dude, I'm just gonna get back to it. My videos have been a little more low effort just because I like have a full plate of videos to edit for clients queued up basically at all times. So, you know, there are days when it feels a little overwhelming, but it feels good that, you know, I'm grinding. I'm getting money in the bank. You know, I can't complain. This is what I signed up for, you know, when I quit my job and set out to do this. So yeah, appreciate you guys' support. Appreciate you following along. I'll see you guys later this week. Have a good weekend.